here it is. This is what used to be Club Fusion. It's now 50 Brews, different club, but really in a strange spot. It's surrounded by subdivisions. You've got some sort of nightclub. And this is where Casey Anthony worked as a shot girl. This is where Casey Anthony's up on stage dancing with that other woman in those pictures. All that during that same time frame when her child's missing and she says she's looking for Caylee. A couple days later, something really strange happened. And I think this will be another big part of the trial, is that Casey Anthony apparently runs out of gas on June 23rd, very close to her home. And according to her boyfriend, Tony Lazzaro, she calls him to help her out of the predicament, right? So they go over to her house to take some gas cans to get some gas. So they get the gas. And then when they get to the car, Casey herself insists on filling the gas tank. Then it happens again on the 27th, and again she calls her boyfriend. And the place where she left the car, that's where we're going next, the Amscott lot. This is the spot. Right here is where Casey Anthony left that car, right next to a dumpster. And the folks over at Amscott, they noticed the car here for a couple days, so they call the towing company, and 3 days later, it's gone. Then 2 days later, on July 2nd, Casey made another trip, this time to a tattoo parlor. Now, a lot of questions. I'm going to talk to a couple guys who are actually on the witness list in the trial, and Casey was here. This is where she got that Bella Vita tattoo. So what was her demeanor? What was she acting like? What was she saying? What was she talking about? That's what I want to find out. So how would you, I mean, because you had a chance to observe something that I never got a chance to observe, which is Casey Anthony with her daughter.
Yeah.
How would you, I mean,
That's
how would
the
you
scariest part of it all.
Why?
Because she was a very attentive mother.
She was?
Yeah.
Well, give me an example.
I mean, if people were getting tattooed and she was hanging out, she'd be on the couch, you know, playing with the kid and, you know, feeding her, doing whatever she was doing with her. I mean, she was coming in here for years, so we saw that kid go from, you know, almost infant to toddler. Always very attentive.
And loving?
Very.
Five days after getting that tattoo, Casey then posts something on July 7th on MySpace. Take a listen to this. On the worst of worst days, remember the words spoken. Trust no one, only yourself. With great power comes great consequence. What is given can be taken away. Everyone lies, everyone dies. Life will never be easy. On the worst of days, remember the words spoken. Hold your head high, smile, laugh, love unconditionally. Tomorrow is a brand new day. July 8th and July 10th, Casey Anthony goes on a little bit of a shopping spree at a couple Target stores. And, you know, where is she getting the money from? Well, there's actually surveillance video of it that was used in the case against her. She took it from her friend's checking account, Amy Huizenga. Spends about $100 the first day, about $300 the second day, buying things like bras, hoodies, little pants for her to wear. So we're on our way to Johnson's record yard, and that's where the car is towed from Amscott. It goes to the record yard. And they're holding the car, but they end up sending a letter to the Anthonys because the car, even though it's Casey's, it's under George and Cindy's name. They actually own the car, right? So this is Johnson's record service, and this is where the car was ultimately recovered. Now, the Anthonys came down here. They got a notice, and they came down here to get the car out of here. And probably one of the most telling parts of what happened was when George Anthony showed up. and he smelled that smell. This is something he told investigators, and he got a sick feeling in his stomach. Inside the car, George and Cindy find one of Caylee's dolls and her car seat. At this point, this is when Cindy really starts to panic and the wheels are turning. Where is my granddaughter Caylee? Where's Casey? She needs to get in contact with her daughter to find her granddaughter. So now we're on the way to the Anthony household. Back here at the Anthony house is where the 31 days really ends, because Cindy Anthony calls 911 and reports that her 2-year-old granddaughter is missing, and the search for Caylee Anthony officially begins.
My daughter's been looking for. I told you my daughter was missing for a month. I just found her today, but I can't find my granddaughter. She just admitted to me that she's been trying to find her herself. There's something wrong. I found my daughter's car today, and it smells like there's been a dead body in the damn car.
Okay, what is the 3-year-old's name?
Caylee.